Why is that funny? Huh?
Can I give you a kiss? Are you recording already?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is.
Can I have some mayo?
Let's see. Mail.
How you doing, my dude? I'm doing great. Thank you.
There you go.
Yes.
Water.
Now I got water here. I'm having dinner. What about you? What's up, Tasha? What am I eating? I'm eating a salad with, what's that? Lettuce, eggs, cheese. Yeah. Good stuff. You're back on your keto diet? Nice. I like that. Very good. Very good.
You want to go this way?
Yeah. This morning I woke up and I had a lot of inflammation in my joints. You know, it was super sore. I thought like I gotta get back on this keto thing. The realest sorcerer in the game. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys. Just shoot. What is it that you want to know? What do you need help with? What do you think my insight could help you? Where do you think my insight could benefit you in your development? And yeah, I'm going to do that. That was how I was feeling too. And then after our last conversation, the next day I got back on keto. Yeah. Keto is amazing. I mean, you feel better on that diet. You just feel better. Low inflammation, no brain fog. You have steady or even energy levels, right? You don't crash. Something like that.
It's honey mustard.
Okay, how much sugar is in there? Total carbs? Yeah. Nah, okay, I can't have
We
that.
bought it last time.
I cannot have that. When you come off it, all the other foods make you feel sluggish. Absolutely, yes. I experienced that too. See, I started cheating on that diet while I was flying here because all they serve is carbs, right? Pasta, microwave pasta, soda, this other crap. So yeah. Do you have any, hold on, advice for people who are physically sick, especially when nothing else helps? I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to go into that. Okay. Hi, Frank. Do you think some people are born with the ability to feel spirits? I mean, truly know they are there. Yes, I do believe that. But I also think that everybody has the potential. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, but I think 80 to 90% of people have the potential to see spirits and hear spirits. Okay. What do you recommend to start with keto? I want to experiment. I'm lethargic a lot and I believe it's my diet. Should I cut or add? Cut or add? Okay, well, here's how I do it, okay? Which is probably not the approach for everybody, but I always eat the same thing all day, day in, day out. I know that's super boring to some people, but I feel like I don't waste time that way, thinking about what I'm going to eat. I know for you that's like a big thing. You're going to switch meals around, right? A lot of people are like that too. But I'm like super boring when it comes to food. I'm perfectly happy eating the same foods over and over and over and over again, and that's what I do. So and it works for me. When it comes to keto, just make sure that you have a certain set of foods that you know you can eat, and then eat them in different amounts and different whatever. You're also going to be less hungry when you're on keto. You don't have cravings, you know. So your body's not going to hold as much water. Sugar makes you hold water. Okay. That's why you will lean out very fast. Within the first week, you're gonna lose a lot of weight, but that's water weight. It's not actually fat. And this is also why people get something called keto flu, because the water has all the minerals in there. Okay, the electrolytes like magnesium, sodium, and all a lot of other stuff, potassium. So you got to replace that. So just make sure that you give your body a lot of fluids with those micronutrients in it, okay, electrolytes, and then you should be fine. Then the flu is also, the keto flu is not that big of a deal. Your gut is going to heal. All the inflammation is going to go away. You're just going to feel better, man. Just going to feel better. You're going to be thinking sharper. Your brain actually works better on keto. And you're gonna lean out, man. Your body uses fat. The only way to actually lose fat is going on keto. Our bodies are built to not eat all the time. Okay, the way it evolved, it's actually planned that we don't eat every day. Okay, it's totally normal in nature to go without food for days. But in modern society, that doesn't even happen. You don't even go 3 hours without food. Some people, right? So we become fatter and fatter and fatter. Now the problem is that as we constantly feed ourselves, the dirt never goes out. Okay, something like intermittent fasting is going to help you digest old cells. It's called autophagy. Okay, autophagy means cells that are defected somewhere or another are going to be digested by the body. Okay, recycled. And that's what happens if you fast for, let's say, 16 hours. Okay, and that's why intermittent fasting is very good. Also, cancer cells feed off of sugar. Okay, they live off sugar. They can only metabolize glucose, and they actually do it, I think, 10 times more than healthy cells. So if you don't eat sugar, you're actually starving out any cancerous cells. It's literally impossible to get cancer if you eat a keto diet. If you don't have sugar in your diet. Is that a salad niçoise? No, it's not.
Do you want me to close the door?
Yeah, okay. Thanks. Bon appetit, thank you. Hold on. Okay. Keto diet consists of high fat, moderate protein, and low carb. No more than 30 net carbs in a day. Yes, that's what it is. Um, Advice for working with demons. Oh man. Advice for working with demons. There's so much. First of all, understand what you're dealing with, okay? Don't start a new religion where you worship demons. That's number one. Number two, understand that egregores, they're thought forms, information fields, you could say, okay? Never worship any entity outside of yourself and treat them as either equals or below you, you know? Now, of course, you have to understand the mechanics of the subtle world, the occult, you know, in order to be able to do that. And that's why you have to join my programs. Okay? Man, I give so much for free, but people don't seem to fucking listen. I get the same fucking questions every time, right? Hey, what's your advice on working with demons, man? I don't know, man. Have I made 100 videos on that fucking topic? I don't know. It's actually very simple, bro. You will only get magic to fucking work for you if you actually develop the skills to do magic, which is concentration, visualization, and directing energy. That's it. Other than that, fuck your grimoires, fuck your knowledge of demon names, you know, etymology, history, whatever, you know. And I know a lot of people might not want to hear that, but that's what it is, man. There's nothing for free. Nothing. You have to earn your power. You have to earn whatever you have in this life. You see? So, not even in magic, you can get things without effort. Okay? You have to develop the skills. Is your thought process different on keto? My friend goes on a keto month a time and he says he thinks a little differently without carbs. Yes. You're calmer. It's because of GABA. You know, GABA is a neurotransmitter that calms you down. Your GABA production is higher. So you're actually able to wind down. People that are insomniac often are able to sleep again when they go on keto. Why? Because look, carbs cause inflammation, or it's rather the insulin. The insulin spikes cause inflammation in your body. So your sympathetic nervous system is overstimulated. Okay? You're constantly in a fight or flight mode. And that causes insomnia and, you know, other things. Some people are more sensitive to that than others, but usually, generally speaking, when people get on a keto diet, which causes very low inflammation because you have very low insulin, their anxiety goes away, their worries go away, they're actually able to relax, and their thought process is cleaner. It's steady energy. Do you have any experience with sex spirits, succubi? Ah, come on, man. I gave up Pepsi too. I was going way overboard. Okay, that's great. That's awesome. Are you a vegetarian, Frank? Yes. The only time I eat meat is when I meet my haters. Yeah. All right. There you go. Go into cannibal mode. Soda is hard to give up, okay? Sup, Frank? What are your thoughts on breatharians? Some say that living on prana allows you to live way longer. Thoughts? I'm sure people like that exist, you know. But it's kind of like developing abilities like pyrokinesis or telekinesis and all that. It's a very specific ability, and it takes a lot of time to develop that. So I don't know what you do, but I live in the Western world, and that's an economic system, an economic society. Okay, so it's rare for people to have 12 hours, 16 hours a day to develop such a high level of control over their mind that they can actually do that. I do believe it's possible. I literally think that almost nothing is impossible for the mind. Okay, but we don't live on a fucking mountain. If you want to learn that, and if that's a goal of yours, maybe visit the jungle and stay there. But even then, I think people have a look. Let me say something that's slightly related, where people often talk about what's that? Certain plants, plants that they eat and that would expand their consciousness. And then they always bring up that example as a justification where, look, I mean, shamans in tribes, the people that live very close to nature used to do that. But here's the actual truth, okay? The shamans in these societies, they're very, 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 very rarely complete experts. What does that mean? They do other things as well, okay? They have a place in society, and at specific times, they act as the mediators between the spirit world and the physical world, right? So they have a certain role to play in that tribal society, and everybody in that society respects that spirits exist, and they know that they're real, and they know that it's good to have a good relationship with them. But as soon as the shaman gets possessed uncontrollable, okay, what does that mean? They get randomly possessed. They have no control over their experiences. They have no control over when the spirits come and when they go. Okay, it's no longer in a fixed setting. You know what they do? They ostracize them and let them die, or they fucking kill them themselves. Okay, now that should tell you something. Okay, I think a lot of people have a very romantic view on that stuff. Okay, so what do we learn from that? You can't be a fucking nutcase. Okay, you have responsibilities in this world. You gotta be a capable human being. Okay, just because you're a magician, you can't be fucking walking around with your heads in the clouds. And I think there's that's my impression. I think there's a trend out there that people use this to escape. You're not supposed to escape the world. You're not supposed to escape this world. You're supposed to be successful in all of your ventures. You're supposed to be a productive person. Look, if you can't handle the physical world, you're not going to be able to deal with the worlds beyond. Period. Okay, don't even try. Don't even try. You're going to be food. That's where you're going to be. Food for some spirits. That's it. Yeah. And that brings me to something else. People talking about getting rid of ego. Yeah, ego understood in the wrong way. If it takes over too much, it's a problem, when you become narcissistic and all that. But you stepping into the spirit world without an ego, what's going to happen? Hey, amazing. Thousands and thousands of egregores out there just waiting to feed off of you. Okay, what does that look like? The person becomes a worshiper of a spirit. What spirit in your life? And when I say spirit, I'm talking about egregores. It could also be a club. It could be some sort of religion that you bought into, some sort of celebrity that you follow, because they're egregores too. What kind of brands? What has so much control over you that it controls the direction over your life, and I hope I'm making myself clear here. The invisible is constantly interacting with your inner world, and egregores are mechanisms that structure your experience. They limit what you allow yourself to think. They limit what you allow yourself to interpret. You see? So free your mind is what I'm saying. Free your mind. Okay? Be your own master. Are there such things as spirit guides, Frank? Yes, there are. Porn is linked to an egregore. Here's what I recommend, okay? Go into a meditative state and feel what's around you with your energy, okay? Just relax your body, feel what's around you with your energy, and then start playing a porn, okay? You can even turn the sound off. You will almost instantly feel something attaching to you, okay? Succubi. Entities that feed off your sexual energy. Now, porn has a certain vibration. Okay? Certain vibrations are always connected to certain energies. I mean, spirits. All right, so yeah, of course, when you watch porn, you will have entities that attach themselves to you. And then it goes down a spiral. I mean, people that watch porn rarely ever, as far as I know, there's a spiral where it has to become more and more and more extreme. It's kind of like a downward spiral where, you know, in the beginning it's like a missionary position you turn on by a girl's boobs and ass, okay, and then it has to become like at one point people start watching, I don't know, a donkey fucking a dog or something like that. I don't know, you know, the craziest stuff, you know, and I'm sure that's out there. So, right, that must exist. I mean, everything is there. There's a market for everything, right? Some fucking weirdo in a dark room. Is it a bad sign if I only get a boner at the zoo? Oh, fuck. Oh man. Even if you just watch, yeah, hell yeah. The dopamine is still going to be released. The internet alone is an egregore. I agree. I just joined an Are you vegan? No, I'm vegetarian. Talking about the physical realm, what do you recommend discipline wise? Meditation in the morning before work, at night after, any banishings, invocations? Good question. Okay, my personal view on that is that you should live from spirit, if that makes sense, okay? The truth is, you're not your body, man. You're awareness experiencing through this thing. So the first thing in the morning is you should reconnect to that thing. And from that, you can control your mind. And by controlling your mind, you control your energies and the experiences that you will have throughout the day. So in the morning, have some sort of routine that, first of all, wakes up your body. And secondly, gets you in touch with spirit. And that's it. And then, you know, that's what I do. That's what I do. I have my ways of doing that, but you can accomplish that with many other things too. I remember. I've never been much on porn. I'm more of a use my own imagination type. Not that it's bad at all. Man, I'm a pervert. I wish it was different, but it's what it is. I'm just a pervert. But I mean, there's levels to being a pervert. Okay, my fantasies are limited to females of my species. Let's say, let's put it like that. Yeah. on my father's side, there's a lot of shamans, and it's part of what I've been trying to understand because it seems to be knocking at my doorstep. Don't ignore the calling. Don't ignore it. You know, if it's for you, just keep going. You know? Do moon cycles affect your magic? Yeah, a little bit. Got to be grounded. Yes. Looks to be the same. I've been looking for the answer to Satan versus Lucifer and trying to understand where the where to two place. I know there's really no hierarchy considering we are the highest of them. I see sigils with what are they different masks or is Satan part of the Hebrew aspect? Has confused me with this as well. There are different views on it. In my view, there are definitely separate entities, 100%. Look, Satan is a thought form, an egregory, and as far as I know, as far as I could trace that back, he existed as Ha-Satan in ancient Egypt. Yeah, has connections to Set, and you know, just like everything else in European witchcraft, has its roots in somewhere either in the Middle East or Northern Africa. So. And you know, when I say European witchcraft, I'm not talking about the Nordic stuff. I'm talking about anything connected to Hermeticism. Okay? So, it's definitely something else in Lucifer. Okay, Lucifer this, Lucifer that. Man, I don't know, man. Like this is interesting from a standpoint of let's say somebody that is. Look, the point is this. Yeah, you could go into that, but look, how is that going to affect your effectiveness with magic? That's always my question. You know, how is that going to help you? How is that going to help you? I mean, it's just certainly interesting to think about that stuff, but look, if I don't have to look into these things, if it's not important, I'm not going to look into that because I'm not going to get anything out of it, for me at least. Yeah. Will this be live? Will this live be posted? I think so. I think so. Cultism 101. Does breathing rhythmically put you in a trance faster? Yeah, but it's also the depth of your breath. It's about oxygen levels and calcium levels. So what you want to do is you want to create an altered state of consciousness, right? So by changing the composition in your blood, and you can do that by changing your breathing pattern, you're going to change your state of consciousness for sure. Yeah. I love watching you. You provide good info and funny at the same time without trying. Thank you. I'm a dork, I know. What's that? Funny without trying. Is that a good thing? What do you think? Being funny without trying? I don't know. Isn't that what they say about the village idiot too? It's like Okay, I often get resistance, internal resistance, manifesting as procrastination when I prepare for certain rituals, target related maybe. I often get resistance, internal resistance. No, I think you're just becoming aware of the resistance that's already there. Because here's what it is. See, when you do a ritual to manifest something, what you're actually doing is you're changing your own frequency, your own vibration to match the reality, the alternate reality of what it is that you want. So the resistances that you experience are actually attachments to this reality. Okay? So as you go about it, as you approach changing your own frequency, you're just going to become more aware of the resistances inside of you. Yes, it's a good thing. Okay, thanks. Is your wife a magician also? Yes. Man, she scares me. She scares the shit out of me all the time, man. I'm telling you, she's badass. Okay. Any one of you messing with her, it's at your own risk. Okay, I'm warning you. I mean, you can try, no problem, no problem. I also train her in fighting. Okay, she knows how to fight. She will, like anyone messing with her. I'm a little bit scared, because she's gonna rip their throat out. Seriously, the Adam's apple. And it's crazy. You teach her one thing, and then you try to make out with her, and then she does that in bed. It's like, hey, this is not the time to fucking beat the shit out of me. She's terrifying. I'm telling you, she's scary. Beautiful, but also very terrifying. Also, magically, yeah, very powerful. A very powerful witch. Okay. She's actually my last line of defense. Before you have to touch me, let's say you would want to do something against me. Before that, you have to cross her, and it's probably not going to work. Okay, so I got my spirits protecting me. I got my own fucking energy, my aura protecting me. I got her protecting me, and she will do anything, anything to protect me because she's extremely loyal. So good woman all around. I'm glad that I have her. And yeah, you don't want to fuck with her, trust me. So push through, basically. Yeah, push through the resistances. So Frank, you can contact yourself in a parallel reality of what you want by writing a letter, or is it another technique? Start the communication. It could be a letter. It could be just attuning yourself through an affirmation. And really, look, the best way to see that, I think, when you get rid of the idea that you're solid, that will help, because you're not. Okay, you're atoms. The atoms that make up your body are empty space for the most part. Okay, empty space for the most part. 99% empty space. What you are is the awareness that is experiencing through this energy field. Okay, and part of experiencing through this energy field is the illusion of solidity. This is an illusion. Okay, so when you go into a ritual where you attune yourself to another frequency, what is it really that you're doing? You're just decoding a different frequency. The world as you're experiencing it outside of you is being decoded. This is all energy, but your sense is decoded in some way or another. Okay, so you can decode another frequency, and then you will experience an alternate universe, an alternate reality. Things don't exist until you decode them. Okay, I think you need to study some quantum physics, specifically what Einstein was confused with. Okay? Einstein has little to do with quantum physics, but he was confused about a lot of aspects of it. And that's exactly what we as magicians have to use, you see. these aspects that he's talking about. I know what I'm doing. That's good for you. Uh, there's a lot of different systems out there, so I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to go. There are some that I have taken a liking to or an interest, but I don't want to step before. I know what I'm doing, okay? Step before I know what I'm doing. Okay, I see. I've been practicing for years and have been aware of a lot of things ever since I was 8 years old. I'm kinesthetic, so I need a wide picture to be able to understand. I see what you mean. Okay, well, the biggest picture that I can give you is go back to the basics, go into the mechanics of what makes magic work. You can learn that from me. This is what I'm covering. 20, like every fucking video is about the basic mechanics. And you understand these basic mechanics, you get good at them, you can take them into any system and be really good at that system. Yeah? That should be your approach. By the way, I'm the same thing. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm kinesthetic. Okay, so I'm a big picture person too. Absolutely. I respect you both and your devotion to each other. Okay, thanks. My old friend. It's so funny. Yeah. It's hard to find someone who's into magic just as well as you. Well, I don't know. Thank you. Do you believe in selling your soul for fame and fortune? Or is it all in your mind? No comment. She's very devoted to me. Yes, that's true. My girl is very devoted to me. So Frank, you can. Are you live? Yeah. Okay. So Frank, you can contact yourself in a parallel reality of what you want by writing a letter. So is it a cover that too? Yeah. Damn. I kept dreaming you last night. Dreaming of me last night. Okay. Sometimes there's so much info out there that it can get overwhelming. Your wife has positive, high energy. What does she like do to keep her energy high? Well, I don't know. First of all, do you know her? Secondly, yeah, she does for the most part. Um, and that's good because most people are scared of me. So when we're together, it kind of balances it out. She's more approachable, you could say. What does she do to keep her energy high? She has sex with me. That keeps her balanced. That gives her all the magical powers that she needs, and keeps her happy. That's what goes on. No, seriously though, I think it's a personality thing. She has a very what's that? What is your Pisces, and your ascendant is Cancer, Cancer ascendant, and Pisces Sun. Yeah, she seems like a badass. Yeah, she is. She is definitely. She's a very good businesswoman too, man. She's very good at making money. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, most guys can't hold a candle to her. Like she kicks ass so bad. It's incredible. Yes, you kept popping into my dreams. Did I pop in any other way? High five. Okay. Dark matter. I remember the study. It was very interesting. I think she's more approachable because she's pretty. Okay, well, yeah, whatever. Probably. Probably. She's very pretty, yeah, very beautiful. But what do you expect if she's with me? A guy like me needs to have the most beautiful women out there, for sure. That's what it is. What's the most important aspect a sorcerer should have? The most important aspect. Oh man, force of will, power of will. That's probably it. I'm new and watch your videos live streamed. I'm learning a lot. You got me interested in vampirizing energy when you discussed in a past video. Well, you would have to join some of my programs. Yeah. Here soon, I should be able to begin taking your course. Okay. A good attitude, maybe, as a trait that a sorcerer should have. Yeah, I think so. Good attitude, definitely. And I think what people don't understand is, as well, that all the growth can only happen when you're in silence. You know, all the growth, all the all the personal growth, all the spiritual growth happens when you're by yourself, when you're in a meditative state, when you're dealing with your own mind. You know, I think that's what people misunderstand, and you know that's a classical thing. Let's say let's say you have a person that is interested in fighting or martial arts. You see them wear like these tap out shorts, right? You see these guys, and then you can see it in their how they move their bodies, that they definitely cannot fight. You know, you can see that how they how they're not aware of their environment. You see, so it's all just externalizing it. You know, I wear tap out shorts and I watch UFC and I don't think I'm a badass. You know, I had like 3 classes in 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 fighting. And I never sparred. You see what I mean? So the same thing happens with magicians. You know, and a classic example. I don't have a problem with gothics or goths at all. Okay, don't get me wrong, but that is oftentimes what people use to kind of like show to the outside world that they're into magic. It's kind of like the makeup, and then they wear pentagrams, and they dress in black, and they have this weird perfume, and but they have no like real abilities, you know. So understand that you have to actually do the work. You can't outsource your spiritual growth. No grimoire is going to give you that. No spirit, no pact with an entity is going to give you the power that you want. It's you have to work for it. That's it. You have to work for it. Um, yes, great point. Okay. Are you drinking wine? No. It's water. Do all spirits exist inside of us? No, you bring them forth through you, is how I would put it, because you're the connection to the physical realm and the etheric realm. Spirits exist, yeah, on the astral, a little bit on the etheric, and your physical body has etheric energy, and you also have an astral body. So when it comes to bringing spirits here, you're bringing forth through you. You are yeah, like a gate, exactly. You're like a gate. You're the medium. So in that sense, They exist through you. You bring them here through you. Do they exist independent of your awareness of them? Yes, they do. So it's not just in your head. Okay, it's not just in your subconscious and whatever. But I mean, the real question is, where does the subconscious begin and where does it end? You know, is because we got a collective unconscious too. You know, so is that part of you? Is that not part of you? What is you? Where do you begin? Where do you end? I mean, all of this is fucking a little bit complicated. And once again, it's not going to give you. Is it going to help you practically? Well, I think that's what you're going to have to find out. Yes, we are a portal. Boss man. No one's judging anyone. It's all good. Anya, I don't know that I'm new to this. Don't judge me. You gotta be selfish. It takes a lot of work. Okay, well, that's true. How do you direct energy? Is doing one type of meditation daily and only that one make it stronger each time it is performed? I would say so. A good meditation, no matter what meditation it is gonna help you across the board. Is it best to create your own rituals to connect with demons? Initially, it's probably a good idea to use traditional rituals. You know, let's say you pick up a grimoire and use the rituals described in there. Because just look, these rituals are a morphogenetic field. You know, they've been used by so many people before that just by doing that, you will get into the right, or it's going to be helpful to call the spirit. Also, the spirit is used to responding to that type of ritual. And look, when you look at, let's say, Palo, for instance, I'm a palero, okay? In Palo, there's a rule that you don't invent rituals, essentially, okay? The way you call the spirits, is, I mean, there's a set framework that you use to call them, okay? And they respond to that. Okay, so what am I saying by that? When the spirit is used to a certain ritual, they will probably respond to it better. Okay. But then once you have made the initial connection, meaning your consciousness has opened up to that entity or that energy, you should do your own rituals. And eventually you won't even need rituals anymore. You just call the name and you will feel the energy coming to you. Have you ever been to church to harvest energy? My grandma was a witch and she used to do that. I'm too busy for that shit. I don't vaporize people for the most part because I don't need it. It's a waste of fucking time. What is that? I'm not a Christian. What the fuck would I do in church? It makes no sense. Besides that, Christians are not my enemies. You know, they're fucking sheep. Yeah, but why would I waste my time dealing with them? It makes no sense. When summoning angels, is it helpful to summon their ruling archangel? Yeah. The Church of Frank White. Yeah. Maybe I should create my own religion, yes. Who knows? I'm not gonna do that. Who knows? Maybe. Are angels thought forms? Yeah. Any entities. I don't know, so- Do planetary hours help a lot with rituals? They could. See, look, guys. You need to practice first and foremost. Okay, practice, practice, practice. And with practice, and taking notes first and foremost. Okay, practice taking notes. Practice analyzing the notes. You're gonna find patterns. And when you actually practice, you're also gonna have questions that are gonna, how should I put it, man? To me, it seems that most questions come from people that never actually practice or have very little experience. You see, and no amount of answers that I can give you are going to replace the practice. Okay, so my recommendation would be practice more, do a ritual every day, and actually try to get it to work. Have a certain amount of time every day that is focused on getting your magic to work. And then you're going to have better questions, and then you're actually going to progress. You see what I mean? That's literally the only way to progress. I could sit here and fucking lie to you. You know how much fucking money I could make? Just lying to you? I have a ritual that will turn you into a god, like this. Boom. Okay? I was actually thinking about selling my sperm the other day. And no, I'm just, okay, let's not go there. Sorry.
We said no.
No, yeah. So, yeah, look, I could tell you all kinds of bullshit. I could tell you all you need is to connect to this demon and you will be one of the most powerful magicians in the world. All you need to do is do this ritual. Do this ritual. I'm going to perform this ritual for you and then you're going to ascend super fast. You see? But it's bullshit. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not going to do anything for you. See? And I know people, or a lot of people, are not going to listen to that. Okay? People are not going to listen to that because for some reason people want to avoid the work forever. And that's cool. That's human nature. That's fine. And I accept that. Most people, what I teach is not for most people. See, I don't know if you noticed, but I do my best to get rid of most people. I literally do my best. Maybe I should be even more harsh. But look, 80% of the people that are in this field I don't even want to deal with because they're either psychos, they don't want to do the work. Very few people, the good 20%, okay? Pareto principle. Google that if you don't know what that is. Pareto principle. I want the good 20%. I want the good students. I want those who are actually willing to put in the work and they're actually going to get results. Okay? Anyone who's ever been on my programs will tell you that they're the best out there. Okay? They've tried out everything or a lot of other things and they will tell you that with me they actually begin to make progress. Why? Because I don't lie to people. I don't fucking lie to people. I tell them what it's like. But a lot of people want to be lied to. They want to buy into the fucking easy way out, but that's also the reason why most of the world is overweight and is struggling with all kinds of stuff. But that's human nature. That's fine. That's cool. I don't care about that. I care about the few people that actually have the potential. And the rest can go fuck themselves. I don't give a shit. But I've made so many enemies by now. It's not even funny. Just by stating the truth, that's a funny thing. I just all I'm stating is the truth, and you're hated for the truth. Did you notice that it's always the prophet that gets killed? It's never the criminal. It's never the murderer. It's never the banksters or whoever. You see, it's always the prophet that gets killed. And I'm not saying I'm a prophet by no means. I don't want to be a prophet. But those who speak the truth get in trouble. It's funny. Why? Because the truth is scary. The truth is terrifying because people build their lives on lies. And when you're in the presence of truth, if you want it or not, you're going to have to face your own lies. You see, and this is what makes me terrifying. This is what makes other people who hold a lot of truth terrifying. I expose the lies that people built themselves on. You know, the internet is a great place to fucking put on a facade, to fucking lie, to whatever. You know, you can pretty much, you can say anything online. And nobody holds you accountable. But when you're then forced to face the truth, that's an uncomfortable position to be in, you see. But see, the truth is also what protects you. So I'm also fearless when it comes to that because I know I hold the truth. I got the truth. That's why I'm fearless, and that's why I'm terrifying to everybody else. So my recommendation for all of you, you know, guys always want to get more dangerous or want to command more respect or want to look cooler or whatever. You know, that's the goal of a lot of men, for instance. You know, men always want strength and power, right? That's what they want. Yeah, women too, but usually not in your face type of power, right? Look for truths. Live your life based on truths. Research the truth. You should have your life goal should be to find as many truths as you can and to live looking for truth. You're going to become the most terrifying person to people. You're going to become what other people feel haunted by just being in your presence. And it's not you. They are haunted by their own lies and the fucking facade that they put on for the world. A fucking show. But the foundation is shaky. Okay? And this is actually what the magician does. Okay? We're looking for truth. We're looking for truth. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. My phone's about to die. And I think that's a good closing statement. What do you think? All right. How can you be the truth? How can you be that truth? Just be honest with yourself. It starts with honesty with yourself. Are you honest with yourself? People censor them fucking selves. You know, that's the funny thing, man. Look, you hate something. Be honest with yourself. It's like, no, I don't hate it. No, it's like no. Let me use another word. No, I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this. Now, once you're honest, you can look at the reason why. Okay, and then you go deeper and deeper and deeper. Don't be afraid of the unknown. That's probably it. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of the unknown. The only thing you could lose is yourself. And yourself is an illusion. You are an illusion, as we all are. Okay? The only thing you could lose are lies, and you got truth to gain. Truth can never be destroyed. Nothing in this universe, I'm telling you, man, nothing in this universe that is real can be destroyed. So you want to search for that. You want power, look for the truth. You want strength, look for the truth. You want guidance, look for the truth. How do you know if something's true or not? Fucking feel into yourself. Do you feel alive when you hear it? Do you feel energized when you hear it? Does the fucking current come across from me to you? This is truth speaking to you right now. This is what it feels like, and this is how you know that it's true. There's no question, is that true, is that not true? You have the ability to tell apart truth and lie. And you're hearing the truth right now. God damn it. For fuck's sake, listen to yourself. You have an instrument. The guidance that you need is here and here. Okay? Be well.